Hello, we are back with another Spirit Island video. Yeah, I didn't really, I did play some Dragon Ball Z this weekend, but we ain't talking about that. You know what I mean? That's for another video. I got funny things to say about that. But yeah, for this video, I felt like since I still had the setup ready, I was like, you know what, let's just throw another Spirit Island game out with one of my favorite spirits from the latest set. Wandering Voices, Keen's Delirium, aka, do you have time to talk about Christ? The reason I call this spirit that is because you just travel around putting strife on people, starting a rebellion. You're just like, hey guys, I got this cool religion that we want to talk about. So I call this spirit, do you have time to talk about Christ? It's a long name, I know, but it's so funny. And we are playing against Scotland level 6. So we do have everything set up, I believe. We got our... Oops, sorry about that. We got our coastal, we got our land set up, everything's set up, so we should be good. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Scotland. They're really fun. One of my favorite adversaries to play against, honestly. And yeah, let's just get into it, alright? Because the spirit I'm playing with does have an elite strat in order to beat, he has to beat any enemy, he does adversary. He has this amazing strat, but I don't like playing him that way, because I feel like it really takes away from how cool this spirit is. Because he's cool, alright? Let no one tell you otherwise. This guy is an amazing spirit. He does a lot of cool things. And normally, by the end of the game, I normally get up to this Pushy Incarna, and I get up to 3 card plays. But let's not talk about that. Let's just start with our first Explorer, because I've talked about this guy before on one of my previous videos, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. And they are going to explore into the wetlands. So, luckily for us, and unluckily, when they explore into a coastal land, they add a town, but because this is our setup Explorer, they don't do that. So we don't have to worry about adding a town yet. However, even if I get rid of this Explorer, they're still going to build something. So that's kind of a pain. And how do I want to do this? How do we start this turn off? Because we have some things that we can do. Okay, so we're going to go for our top track. And I think we're just going to BS this first turn around. So we're going to put a presence, we're going to use our double grow to put a presence here and to put a presence there. And we're going to stay with 1 card play, because next turn we're going to start going to single, next turn we're going to go to 2 card plays, but we're going to use our G3 option. So what do I want to play here? We're actually going to gain 1 energy. And then we're going to play Turmoil's Touch. And Turmoil's Touch is going to let us grab a minor power. It lets us take a minor power from the top of the deck. And we don't get to complain. We don't choose what it is. We just take it. So, that's what we're going to play for the first turn. It's going to cost us 1 energy, but that's perfectly okay. And yeah, let's get started. We do have 1 wind element. Well, we have 2 wind elements. And we have our sun or moon, and we have a moon, so we can use this to do a slow power, and we can use this to push. If they explored somewhere else, like the mountains, I would have pushed outwards. So I think, what do I want to do here? Is this what I want to play? I don't think this is what I want to play, actually. I think what I want to play is... I think we want to play Twist Perceptions. And the reason we want to play Twist Perceptions is because we want to push... They're going to have a city here. So we sort of want to get that city out the way. We do get our 2... We only have 1 win. So we don't get any of these. Why did I think we got those? Tabletop Simulator has treated me really good, in case we haven't noticed. Alright, so we have our 1 win. So we do have our push. And then we have another push. So we're going to start... we're going to make the sands our destruction lane. And what I mean by that is we're sort of going to try to push all our strifed invaders that we run into this sands. And hopefully, when we get the chance to start destroying invaders, we're going to destroy everything in here. Because Scotland's lost condition is if they have two coastal lands, if the number of coastal lands with city is ever greater than the number of players, the invaders win. So if they ever get, basically if all my coastal lands fills up with city, I lose the game. So we need to make sure that we keep our lands, we need to make sure that we keep our coastal lands in check. We also need to make sure that, what's the word I'm looking for here? We might need a second land. Maybe I'll do the mountains and the jungles instead of the sands. Because, like, here's the thing, right? He has an amazing effect on where we can destroy invaders for each sun moon that we have for each pair, but we need 4 wind elements, right? Well, 4 air elements to activate this. But this lets us destroy any invader, city or town. So I sort of want to make specific zones just dedicated to crushing the invaders. And I think we're going to say mountain jungles. That's what we're going to do. These will be our lands where we sort of destroy our invaders. So I'm actually going to put my presence over here. We're going to leave it, well, our presence starts off here, so nothing we can do about that. But yeah, this is the way it's going to be. So we're going to move our incarnate to this land, and we're going to strife this explorer. And then it's going to be the invader's turn. So, Healthy Island, event card, no one cares. First event card never activates. Event. And then they're going to build in the wetlands. Now, because this coastal land is adjacent to a land with cities, they will build a town. And they're going to build a city. And then they're going to explore into the jungles. And that's okay. Because it just is what it is. I ain't too worried about it. We're just playing around a little bit. We just need to get some things settled. Alright. And now we're going to advance invader cards and we're going to go into our slow phase. So we're going to add 1 strife to this city. And we're going to push this city into here. And the goal is, we're going to move my incarnate here. Next turn, move my incarnate here because we get 2 pushes. Push these towns out. Now I sort of wish I pushed them to the sands. But we don't generate any fear for that, sadly, but that's fine. And we're going to go to time passes. Now we're going to use our G3 option. So we're going to put our second presence over here, giving us 2 card plays. We're going to reveal the top 4 for a minor. 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get. Animated Rackroot? Nope. Voracious Growth? Nope. Rouse the Trees and Stones, and Savage Mobbies. All of these are terrible. So we're gonna get Voracious Growth because I'm hoping that we get. There's a really good water and plant event that I like. So we're gonna get this card with the hope of forgetting it. Well, with the hope of being able to forget it and hoping it pays for something. But we're probably not gonna play this card for anything because there's just nothing I want to do with it. And we gain 1 wind element. Good, I do have some elemental markers. Alright. So we have 1. And then we're going to do... We're going to do Frightful Keening. And Turmoil... No? Yes, and Turmoil's Touch. So we're going to gain 1 energy. We actually gain 2 energy. 1 from here and 1 from here. And we're going to pay 1 energy. We're going to do Turmoil's Touch and we're going to do Frightful Keening. And the reason we're doing this is because we're going to decide where we push our invaders at, but it's okay. I got a plan for this, I hope. So let's get started on our turn. So we have 3 air elements, so we get 2 pushes. So we're going to push this guy here. And then we're going to push you over here. I don't know if I want to do that. I think we're going to push you over here, actually. I think that would be the safest bet. Yeah, that'll be safer right now. Let's see what happens there. And yeah, we do have moon, we do have sun, so we can actually deal damage. So we're actually going to pick up a sun elemental marker. I do have one of those in this bag of goodies, right? Come on, there we go. So we're going to grab a sun elemental marker. So now we can deal 3 damage to an invader, so we can't kill this city this turn, actually. Alright, so that's good news for us. So we did our fast stuff, invader stuff. So first event is Strange Tales attract explorers. 1 fear per spirit that has at least 1 sacred site. Oh, I hate this card. Wait, nope. We're actually doing stage 2 because we're on the stage 2. So fortification. After advancing invader cards, invaders build in 1 terrain not shown under any action. Alright. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any token that destroys the town or city. Sadly, we get rid of that town. And we gain 1 fear, and we lose that beast token. Very sad about that. On each board, add 1 Dahan to a mountain or sand with Dahan. Neat. Okay. And, yeah, let's get started. So, we get 1 fear. No fear cards. They're going to ravage in the wetlands. Nothing happens. They're going to build in the jungle. So they're going to get a town here. And they are going to get a town. Now I sort of regret pushing that town there. And they're going to get a town there. And then they're going to explore into the wetlands again with escalation. So they're going to... we have to add a town to the Endlands with the fewest towns. So we're going to actually add this town over here for our escalation. And then we're going to, when they explore into the coastal lands, they put a town down. And they are going to throw another explorer over here. And next, it's our turn. So what are we going to do here? We will use our ability. We do have 1 moon, so we can generate 1 fear for us. We do have 3 suns, so we can deal 3 damage. So we're going to deal 3 damage to this city, giving us 2 fear and earning us our first fear card. Destroying a city really early is like super strong. Next on our list, so we did this. We can push, we're going to push this guy into here. Well, we're going to push our incarnate into here. And we're going to strife this, but when we push it into a land with invaders, we gain 2 fear. Then we strife this because of our special rule. And we just push this guy right into this mountain. And then we could go for 3 card plays next. I don't have enough. Then we're going to do Turmoil's Touch. Now, we do have a likewise effect, so we can do this card twice if we choose to. I don't know if I want to, though. Do we or don't we? Well, we're going to pay 1 energy, definitely, to take a minor power into our discard pile. I think we'll only use it once. It's fine. And I think we're going to end our turn with that. Oh, wait. Yep, we did everything we needed to do. And now, what do we do next? If we use our... if we reclaim, we gain an energy. We can add our incarnate to a land with our presence, so we can't push it over here. We can't move ourselves over here and then push this and this out. This is going to wrap... Oh, I forgot to do something really, really important here. So, Scotland has their level 6 where they add a town after the Ravage. So there should be a town here. So that is going to turn into a city. But I can deal with that city later. If I reclaim now, we can get the town out. But I'm going to be at 2 card plays. But we can play Turmoil's Touch again. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to reclaim. Because next turn, we're going to go to 3 card plays. And then the turn after that, we are going to go for another... We're going to try to G2 top to get that air. And... yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do here. So we're going to gain 1 energy from that, and then we're going to gain another energy. And then we have... what do we do here? We could do... so we're going to move our Incarna to this land, and we're going to strike this town, pushing it into this land. I could like try to protect this land, but I don't think I will. I think instead, we only have 1 push. So I think we go... I think we do Rain of Blood, because we can generate 3 fear because of it. And then I think we do Twist Perceptions, so we can push that city into this land. No, maybe I do... if I do Terminal's Touch, right? Hear me out. If I do Terminal's Touch... oh, that's going to be a town, because we striped that city out. So I can deal some damage. I can actually get a Sun Element. And we can actually gain 1 fear and destroy a town. So we can keep destroying things. Alright. I think this is what we're going to do. It's not really a good turn, but next turn will be better because we can go for our air. We can G2 for our air. And then we can G2 for our bottom. So we get... well, I might as well just go for the bottom first. Alright, we'll see how this goes. So, let's get started. Fast phase. Oh, we're saving energy too. So we do have some wind elements, so we can push. We're going to push our lovely little Incarna over here. And strife him up, boys. That's right. And we're just going to let that do what it needs to do here. Hold on 1 second. I need to put some more strife tokens on the board. There we go. Actually, let me just check something real fast. That's not really helpful here. Hold on, I'm just doing a little bit of some moving. Alright, I think that looks way better. Yeah. That's what it should have looked like before. So, alright. We push that town out, and then we get started with our event. Please be the event I say Voracious Growth for. No, it's not. So, on each board with exactly 1 coastal city... yep, add 1 town to a coastal land without cities. Well, luckily for us, we have 2, so that one just skips us. In lands with strife and disease, invaders skip ravage actions. Choose a land with towns and Dahan. Push 1 town per 2 Dahan there. Alright, so we're actually going to push this town out. So now, even we don't blight, and we get ready to explore. Our fear card is... each player adds 1 strife in a land not matching a ravage card. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so they won't ravage here. They will ravage there. But that's fine. Anything that helps me add more like strife tokens and just puts them on the board is amazing. Alright. The only thing that sucks is... no, nothing sucks. We're good. So, they're going to ravage in the jungles. Dahan take 1 damage and then they counterattack. They don't ravage here because of Stricken. They're going to build in the wetlands, so they're going to add a town here. They're going to add 2 towns. Let's pull out a few towns. So 1 there, 1 there. And let me pull out some cities too. And then, so we did our ravage, we did our builds, and then they're going to explore into the sand. Alright, so they're going to add a town there. And they're going to add an explorer there. Oh wait, I'm sorry. So after the ravage, they add 1 town to an inland lands. So they're going to add 1 town to both of my jungles. Which is kind of a pain, but it is what it is. And hopefully that stage 3 is not jungles or mountains. If it's not jungle or mountains, we're good. If it's sands or wetlands, we might be in a bit of a predicament. Next up, we got our slow power. So we have Rain of Blood. We're going to target this land. It's going to generate us 2 fear. Wait, I didn't use my escalation yet. So we have to add towns. I'm sorry. So before exploring, we have to add towns to the fewest number of lands with town. So I actually have to escalate in my sands. So they're going to get 2 towns here. That's a doozy. And then they're going to get that. Okay. Alright. So we're going to Rain of Blood here, target this land. So we're going to gain 2 fear, giving us our next fear card. And if the land has at least 2 towns or city, we gain another fear. And then we're going to do Terminal's Touch. We're going to pay an energy to just take a minor power into our ooh, Swarming Wasp. Okay. This is Swarming Wasp, by the way. Really good card. And we do have this. So we have 2 suns, 1 moon. So we can generate a fear. And then we can deal 2 damage. So we're going to deal 2 damage to this guy over here, generating us 1 more fear. And now, and then it's our turn. So we will have to go for 3 card plays. I was trying to hold it back a little bit, but we need to get to 3 card plays, because now we need to do other things here. So we're going to gain 1 energy. Now next turn, I'm hoping that we can play these 3. So next turn we reclaim, we pay 3, and then the next turn after that, we will pay another 2, or we'll probably do this one. No, we'll double grow, go to the air element, and then we'll see where we get to. We'll see where we get to in another turn. The next turn is going to be the coastal, so it lands. So we need to clear this up here. So sands are where they're going to be ravaging at. I need to do something about that. So we get 3 pushes now. Well, I mean 2 pushes. So first we're going to push our town into here, strifing this guy. And then we're going to push our guy out, strifing this guy. Sands is the dead zone, though. I could push him into here and hope that there's an event that handles that. But if we blight in the coastal lands, we also blight in the ocean due to Scotland's special effects. So we sort of don't want to blight if we can help it. Next up, we're going to gain 2 fear. So we're going to gain 1, 2. And we're going to target this land. With Exhale, Confusion, and Delirium. Invaders with Strife don't participate in Ravage. And that should... And then we have Frightful Keening and Twist Perceptions to sort of help us like get proactive on our board on where we want to go to next. So, the next turn is going to be the Stage 3, and then it's going to be the Coastal Lands. So we're going to see where we get to here. Next up. Alright, we're still healthy. Nothing happens. Event card is... add 1... Population rises. Add 1 town to a land with Explorer's Town. Alright. We're actually going to add it over here. And then on each board, add 1 disease to the sands or mountains with the most towns or cities. So we're actually going to add that right over here. No, we have to add it here because that's the most sands. That's the most sands or mountains. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands gains 1 energy. Oh, I forgot to pay for my stuff. Whoops. I'm over here trying to play free cards. Alright, free card. Show me what you got. 1. We're still on terror level 1, so 1 fear per board with both invaders and Dahan. Alright, invaders do minus 6 damage to Dahan during Ravage. Alright, I'm really hoping for something that lets me get an Explorer out. Each player adds 1 strife and I'll land with Blight. Okay. At least we have a target for that. There's so many times I play this game and we don't have a target for that. So, they are going to Ravage in the wetlands and they're going to Blight there, but that's fine. We don't mind blighting on the inland. It's the other lands that suck. And then they're going to add a town. They're going to build in the sands. they're going to explore into the jungle wetlands. So this is halfway. Yeah. Okay, jungle wetlands. So, okay, so they're not in the mountains. So my big mountain base that I've been making is sort of great. This sucks. And, well, this is okay, actually, because we can handle that. So that's nothing, really. This wetland we've got to do something about, though. This wetland we do got to do something about. And then we're going to advance invader cards. And then we're going to get started on our stuff. So, we're going to do Frightful Keening into here. We're going to gain 2 fear and strife this town and push it into here. We're going to do Twist Perceptions. And we're going to strife, and then we're going to strife this city. We're going to strife this city and push it into this jungle. Because I have to reclaim next turn anyway. So if I have to reclaim, we come over here. We strife this town. And then we go we push it 1, 2. And then we try to figure out what we do for the wetlands. So I think that's what's going to happen there. So we're going to end our turn there. And that is going to be the end of this video. So, yeah, again, it's easier to edit these videos if they're smaller and I just cut them off earlier. You know what I mean? And besides, having you all sit here for an hour out your day, that's a real tall commitment. And I would only ask that out of you if I had millions of viewers. But I only have about 10 to 40. So, you know what I mean? Let me treat you guys nice, give you this nice little short video, and look forward to the next one where we start our next turn with our reclaim. Don't worry, I'm literally going to start it like not even 5 seconds later. But I will see you all in the next one. Later.